Very good morning, dear students. Students, today we will read chapter number 5. Okay, and your book should be open in front of you. Yes, first of all, let me show you the pic of plateau. What is plateau? Our topic is Southern Plateau. So you should know what is plateau. This is a picture of plateau. Students, plateau is a large flat area of land which is higher than the land around it. You can see in the picture that plateau is a large flat area of land, and this is higher than its surrounding area, means nearby area. Okay, that is plateau. Yes, first of all, let's discuss the new terms of this chapter. Yes, first of all, plateau, I have shown you in the picture, a large flat area of land which is higher than the land around it. Okay, next is waterfall, a river that suddenly falls from a height. A river that suddenly falls from a height. You can see, yes, this is Jog Falls. This is a waterfall. Okay. Next, dam. The students, dam is a wall-like structure built across a river. A wall-like structure that built across a river to store water. Dams are usually they built to generate electricity. Okay. Next, Deccan Trap, a part of the Deccan Plateau made up of lava. I'll show you the picture of lava also. Seasonal rivers, the rain-fed rivers, which dry up during the non-rainy season. The rain-fed rivers mean जिनमें रेन आने पर पानी भर जाता है, अदरवाइज दे रिमेन ड्राई. अगर रेन होती है तो इन रिवर्स में पानी से ये भर जाती हैं, अदरवाइज ये ड्राई रहती हैं. These are called seasonal rivers. Last one is tamasha, a kind of dance drama. Tamasha is a kind of dance drama which is popular in Maharashtra. Okay. Yes, dear students. Now let's start reading. India, the Southern Plateau. The Southern Plateaus are located towards the south of the northern plains of India. I will show you, I will explain you through this picture. The Southern Plateaus are located towards the south of northern plains. Students, these are the northern plains. This is the area of northern plains. And these Southern Plateaus, these are located towards the south of the northern plains. South means the lower part. South means the lower part. North means the upper part. Okay. These southern plateaus, they are located towards the south of northern plains of India. Okay. This region is roughly triangular in shape. You can see this is roughly triangular in its shape, not exact triangular. This is the shape of triangular, and this part is roughly triangular in shape. It is broad in north. You can see it is broad in its north part. जो इसका नॉर्थ पार्ट है ये ब्रॉड है, चौड़ा है. ओके. एंड नैरो टुवर्ड्स द साउथ. और ये जैसे जैसे साउथ की तरफ ये पार्ट एक्सटेंड हो रहा है, इट बिकम्स नैरो, टाइट होता जा रहा है. ओके. अगेन I'm going to explain this paragraph again. The southern plateaus, they are located towards the south of northern plains. These are the northern plains, and these are located towards the south of these northern plains. And this region is roughly triangular in shape. It is broad, means चौड़ा है. North direction means upper direction में ये जो है वो broad है, चौड़ा है, but in towards the south it becomes narrow, tight हो जाता है ये. Okay. Yes. Next paragraph. The southern plateau covers about half of the land area of our country. ये जो southern plateau है, this cover about half of the land area of our country. You can see in the picture also. The north-south extent is about 1600 kilometers. North-south extent means from north to south. This distance is about 1600 kilometers, and east-west extent is about 1400 kilometers. North means upper part to lower part. North to south 1600 kilometers, and east-west extent mean कितना है spread हुआ है 1400 kilometers. The general slope of the land is mostly west to east. This is the general slope. It is from west to east, except in the Narmada Tapi region. I'll show you where are the Narmada and Tapi rivers. I think these are not visible on this map. Yes, I'm going to mark. Yes, this is Narmada and this is Tapi. Except these regions, this area is the general slope of this area is mostly from west direction to east direction. Okay, and the land surface is highly uneven and is made up of hard rocks. Uneven means up and down. Like you can see, this is uneven, not smooth. This is flat, smooth, but this is uneven. Okay, the land surface is highly uneven, and this land area is made up of hard rocks. चट्टानों से बना हुआ है. The southern plateaus are surrounded by mountains on all sides. That area is surrounded by mountains. Okay, mostly plateaus are surrounded by mountains on all sides. And the Narmada River divides the southern plateau into two parts. This is the Narmada River. This divides that plateau into two parts. This part and this one. Okay. Narmada River that divides these plateau in two parts. These are the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. This part, the upper part is known as Central Highland and the lower part is known as Deccan Plateau. Towards the north of Narmada River, Central Highlands, and towards the south of Narmada River, Deccan Plateau. Okay. Yes, dear students. Now we will read about the Central Highlands are bounded by, again, let me show you the map. You read this from your book. I'll explain you this through the map. Yes. Okay. The Central Highlands means the northern part of the Narmada River. This is Narmada River. This is the northern part. Means we are now talking about this Central Highlands. The Central Highlands are bounded by the Aravalli Range in the northwest. This is the Aravalli Range. You can see it is bounded by the Aravalli Range in which direction? Northwest direction. The Vindhyas in the south. Vindhya Range is in the south. Bundelkhand, here is the Bundelkhand. And in another map, I will show you that area. Bundelkhand in the east. And in the east, the Central Highlands extend. कहाँ तक ये extend हो रहे हैं east direction में? To the Chota Nagpur. This extends from this to this Chota Nagpur plateau in Jharkhand and Odisha. Again, I am explaining this paragraph. We are reading about this part. This part is the part of Central Highland. Okay. This part is bounded by the Aravalli Range in the northwest direction, Vindhya in the south, Bundelkhand, here is Bundelkhand in the east, and in the east, that part is extended up to Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is Chota Nagpur Plateau, you can see. Okay. And that Chota Nagpur Plateau is in Jharkhand and Odisha. Some part of Jharkhand and some northern part of Odisha. Okay. Yes. Yes, dear students, let me show you these plateaus also. This is you can see Chota Nagpur Plateau and Malwa Plateau. This is Chota Nagpur Plateau and this is Malwa Plateau. Now we are going to learn about the Malwa Plateau. Okay? Yes. Dear students, Malwa Plateau lies between the Aravalli Range and the Vindhya Range. You can see in the map. This is the Aravalli Range. This is the Vindhya Range. That means that plateau is located here between the Aravalli and Vindhya Range. Malwa Plateau is lying between the Aravalli and Vindhya Range. And the Satpura Range lies between. You can see Satpura Range. This is shown in brown color. Satpura Range. This is between the Narmada River and Tapi River. Rivers are shown in blue color. You can see. Okay. Malwa Plateau is in between the Aravalli and Vindhya Range, and Satpura Range is in between the Narmada and the Tapi River. Okay. The Narmada and Tapi River. Now we are talking about these two rivers, Narmada and Tapi. Narmada and Tapi River flow westwards. Westwards means कि west direction की तरफ flow करती हैं and they fall in Arabian Sea. They originate from here and they flow. किस तरफ को वो flow कर रही हैं? West direction की तरफ. And फिर वो कहाँ fall कर जाती हैं? कहाँ गिरती हैं? Arabian Sea में. Okay. And next rivers, the other rivers, Chambal, Betwa, Son. Here they are, these rivers, Chambal, Betwa, Son. And these rivers join these are Ganga and Yamuna rivers. Chambal, Betwa and Son rivers join the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. Okay. These all are about we are studying about the Central Highlands. First of all, we learned about the Central Highlands are bounded by the Aravalli Range in the northwest, Vindhya in the south, Bundelkhand in the east. And these highlands are extended up to Chota Nagpur in the east direction. Okay, and the Malwa, then we have read about the Malwa Plateau, which is in between the Aravali and Vindhya range. Then Satpura range is between the Narmada and Tapi river. These Narmada and Tapi river originate from here and they flow towards west direction and fall in the Arabian Sea. And Chambal, Betwa, Son, these rivers join Ganga and Yamuna rivers. Okay, now black soil in the central highland is good for growing yes. Now we are studying about the soil which we can found in that central highlands. Which soil we found? Yes, black soil. Black soil in the central highlands is good for growing wheat, gram, oilseed and cotton. The Chota Nagpur plateau, which I have shown you in the map, the Chota Nagpur plateau, which covers northeast Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand and northern Odisha, this is very rich in coal, iron, mica, manganese and bauxite. छोटा नागपुर प्लेट्यू में ये जो मिनरल्स हैं coal, iron, mica, manganese, you can see picture of mica on the screen also. Okay, and many parts of central highlands are under thick forest. जो सेंट्रल हाईलैंड है उसका काफी जो पार्ट है दे आर अंडर थिक फॉरेस्ट, घने जंगल हैं वहां पर. ओके, yes dear students, that's all about the central highland, means the part which is towards the north of the Narmada river. Now we will learn about the Deccan Plateau. Again, students, read from your book and I will explain this part through the map so that you can easily understand the concept. Okay, Deccan Plateau. Yes, dear students, we have learnt about this part, Central Highland, which is towards the north of Narmada River. Now we will read about this part. Yes, who is here? Yes, dear student, now we will read about the Deccan Plateau. You can see on the map also the area of Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau extends from the Central Highland towards the north of Narmada River, Central Highland, towards the south of Narmada River, Deccan Plateau. Okay, this extends from here, Central Highland in the north up to Kanyakumari in the south. Okay, what is the extension of Deccan Plateau? It extends from the Central Highland. This is the Central Highland in the north. This is in the north and up to Kanyakumari in the south. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by hill ranges on all sides. Okay, towards the west are the Western Ghats. You can see towards the west of Deccan Plateau, Western Ghats, and these ghats are known as Sahidri in Maharashtra. This is the part of Maharashtra. Then Karnataka. These ghats are known as Sahidri in Maharashtra and Karnataka. And the Jog Falls is the highest waterfall in India. I have shown you the picture of Jog Falls. Okay, that Jog Fall is in the Sahidri Hills in Karnataka. Where is the Jog Fall? It is in Karnataka. And the other hills are Nilgiri Hills. You can see Nilgiri Hills. And these are Cardamom Hills. Nilgiri Hills are in Tamil Nadu. And Cardamom Hills, they are in Kerala. Okay, the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, they meet at Nilgiri Hills. This Western Ghat and this Eastern Ghat, they meet, they join at Nilgiri Hills in the Tamil Nadu. And Anaimudi is the highest peak in the southern plateau range. Let me show you the where is Anaimudi. Yes. In this map, you can see Anaimudi. This is a peak. Anaimudi is the highest peak in the southern plateau region. Again, I am explaining the Deccan plateaus. They extend from the Central Highland in the north and Kanyakumari in the south, and they are surrounded by hill ranges on all sides. Towards the west, there is Western Ghat, and these ghats are known as Sahidri in Maharashtra and Karnataka. And the Jog Falls, which is the highest waterfall in India, also in Karnataka. And the other hills in this part, Nilgiri Hills, these are the Nilgiri Hills. They are in Tamil Nadu, and Cardamom Hills, they are in Kerala. Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, they meet at Nilgiri Hills in Tamil Nadu. And I have also shown you the location of Anaimudi. Anaimudi is the highest peak in this region, in the Southern Plateau region, or you can say Deccan Plateau. Southern Plateau region or Deccan Plateau. Okay. Yes. Next, the rivers originating from the Western Ghats flow eastwards and fall into the Bay of Bengal. Let me show you the rivers. In this map, you can see the rivers. Yes, the rivers originating from the Western Ghats, they flow eastwards. You can see Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, Mahanadi. They originate from the Western Ghats. This is the part of Western Ghat. Okay. And they flow towards east direction. They flow towards east direction. You can see. And they fall into the Bay of Bengal here. Okay. The Godavari is the longest river in the southern plateau. Which river is the longest river? Godavari is the longest river in this region. Okay. And the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau, northwestern part of this plateau is made up of lava. Let me show you. Yes. The northwestern part of this Deccan Plateau, this is made up of lava and is known as Deccan Trap. It covers main parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and some part of Gujarat. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and some part of Gujarat also. Which states? Some part of Maharashtra. This is Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and some part of Gujarat also. The Deccan Plateau and the Central Highlands are the oldest parts of our country. These two parts are the oldest parts of our country. Yes, dear students, I think the part I have explained you, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau, is clear to you. Now it's your turn. if you want to ask